Now, the next chapter which we are going to revise is the chapter of refund. My fund is there with the government. I want it back because I might be short of working capital, and hence that is known as refund. Everyone listen. When you import something and you export that item as such, means you had imported a mobile phone and you export as such, that is known as the duties which you had paid. The duties will be returned to you. That is duty drawback. I imported something, paid extra duty. Instead of paying 20, I paid 30. And I want the duties which I paid extra return. Return of duty is known as refund. My fund, which was not taxes only, or might be which is tax, I have paid it as tax to the government. I want it back, and so it is known as refund. Let's go ahead and understand refund over here. Section number 27, claim of refund of duty. What happened? You imported some goods. Custom duty is equal to value into rate of duty. What you did? Self-assessment you did. Value into rate of duty will give you custom duty. So, sir, value was 1 lakh rupees, 30%, 30,000 custom duty. Interest, you went ahead and paid. For an example, you went ahead and paid over here 15% with interest, which is how much, everyone? Sir, 4,500. Correct assessment you did, and means interest for belated payment you went ahead and paid. Now, correction you went ahead and did. What is the correction? Actually, rate of duty was 20%, and hence 20,000 has to be paid. 15% will give you only 3,000 rupees. It means, sir, I want 10,000 ka duty returned and 1,500 ka duty interest which I paid extra, this will be refunded to me. Whatever duty you pay or whatever interest you paid extra will be returned to you. So, sir, sometime what happens, custom duty is paid in excess, might be due to an error or lack of information, or you did wrong classification which I just now showed to you, and hence, sir, custom duty is paid in excess of what is actually leviable. Whatever you paid excess, you will go ahead and take a refund, and the refund can be claimed under section number 27, which says once you go ahead and cleared post self-assessment, you did the self-assessment, you paid extra duty, you paid extra interest, and you cleared it. So, for an example, you are Ramesh, you are the importer. Whatever duty you have gone ahead and paid extra. So, I have gone ahead and paid 10,000 and 1,500 extra. For that, I can go ahead and file an application to the AC or DC. Sir, supposingly, I went ahead and sold these goods to Suresh. Then Suresh is the person who has gone ahead and borne the duty. See, I had gone ahead and paid the duty. So, I was going ahead and taking the refund. I went ahead and passed on the burden to Suresh. Now, Suresh, being the customer, he has gone ahead and borne the duty. He will go ahead and make an application. Always remember, when you are making an application has to go along with document and other evidences. Now, sir, within how much time the application has to go for it to be not a time barred application? So, it should always go within 1 year. Within 1 year from relevant date. Sir, relevant date, in various scenarios the relevant dates are different. So, time limit for submission of refund application is always 1 year from the relevant date. You should submit within 1 year. Sir, what do you mean by relevant date? Sir, if it's a claim by importer or exporter, then the day he has gone ahead and made the payment. So, importer or exporter is claiming the day he had gone ahead and made the payment, within 1 year he has to go ahead and file an application. Claim by any other person. For an example, I sold the goods to Suresh. Suresh has gone ahead and purchased the goods from me. The day he purchased, within 1 year, he has to go ahead and file an application for refund of the extra duty which is borne by him. Sir, if there is an exemption which is a special order issued, I paid the duty, later government went ahead and issued a special order, whatever duty ka refund I have to get from the date of such exemption ka order, I have to go ahead and apply within 1 year. Refund as a consequence of judgment, degree, order or direction of the appellate authority, appellate tribunal or court, the day the judgment or the order is given, I will go ahead and apply within 1 year. Provisional payment I had gone ahead and done. Finalization happened, they went ahead and did the adjustment. The day they have gone ahead and done the adjustment, or in case of reassessment, the date of such reassessment, within from that time, within 1 year, I have to go ahead and file an application for refund. So, sir, when I am going in and filing an application, with that I have to give documentary or other evidence to establish that the duty or the interest is borne by me or paid by me, and I have not passed on the burden to ultimate customer. means I have only borne the burden, that I have to go ahead and prove. If the customer is going ahead and filing, then he have to go ahead and prove that he is not gone ahead and passed on the burden further. Okay, once you go ahead and file the application, sir, within 3 months the refund will come in your bank account. Always remember, processing of refund will happen from the application within 3 months. The amount will come in your bank account. If they don't give you the money in your bank account within 3 months, they will go ahead and give you an interest at the rate of 6% under section number 27A. Means application given within within 3 months. If they don't give you the refund in your bank account, then post 3 months, whatever the period is there, for that you will get interest at the rate of 6% per annum from the day immediately after the expiry of 3 months, from the date of receipt of application till the date of refund. For this period you will get interest. Now, sir, always remember one thing. For an example, sir, refund was given here only. Yes, Baba, refund can be given here, but the maximum time period is 3 months. Now, always remember, whenever the ICDC is satisfied that the refund is due, he will never give you the refund. He will go ahead and make an order to put the money in the consumer welfare fund. But there's some scenario when doctrine of unjust enrichment, you are not becoming rich at the cost of someone else. That scenario may the refund will be given to you. Those are NIIBBED. Those scenario may refund will be given to you. I will go ahead and tell you what are the cases. Number one, sir, duty and interest paid by notified class of applicant. If we are notified class of applicant, and for notified class of applicant, then refund will be given to us and it will not be put in consumer welfare fund. Duty and interest paid on import made by individual for his personal use. Sir, personal use के लिए I have imported. How will I go ahead and pass on the burden? I am using it. Whatever extra duty you have paid, you will be given a refund. Duty and interest paid by importer or exporter. If he had not passed on the incident, I am the importer, sir, or I am the exporter. I have never passed on the burden. Whatever extra I paid, I will be given a refund. Duty and interest borne by the buyer and he had not passed on the burden. So importer passed on the burden to him. He is applying, then he has to prove that he has not gone ahead and passed on the burden further. Duty paid in excess by importer before an order permitting clearance of goods for home consumption is made, where such excess is evident from the bill of entry. It is evident in the bill of entry that, sir, you have gone ahead and paid extra, then refund shall be given to you. Or duty actually payable is reflected in the reassessed bill of entry, means whatever extra you have gone ahead and paid, that can be seen in the reassessed bill of entry, then the refund shall be given to you. Export duty ka refund is always given to you. Duty drawback under section number 74 or 75 always given to you. Over here, the money will never be put in consumer welfare fund. Next. So this was basically about claim of refund of duty which you have gone ahead and paid extra. Now, sir, if I have gone ahead and paid import duty on some goods, I don't like the goods. I have already paid the import duty. See, Baba, if you don't like the goods, leave the goods. They will go ahead and leave the duty. But if you have already paid the duty, now what? Let's go ahead and understand refund of import duty in certain cases. Import duty paid on clearance for home consumption. You have already paid the duty. Now what? And sir, it shall be refunded. If goods are defective, not in conformity, you ordered for Apple iPhone, they give you pineapple phone. In that scenario, goods are not conformity with the specification agreed between the importer or exporter. Then you can tell, sir, the goods which have come are defective. I have already paid the duty. Please give my duty drawback. Not duty drawback, duty return. Okay, sir. If goods are not in conformity with the specification, then Baba, you can go ahead and tell whatever duty you have paid, they will give you. Not duty drawback, duty ka return. Duty drawback is 98%. Why will you take 98%? You will tell, sir, give my return, duty return, and hence you can take 100% duty draw, 100% refund. Proviso, goods have not been worked out, repaired or used. So, sir, I went ahead and got from the custom port, I got the mobile phones home and I'm telling it is defective. They are telling if defective, to understand the defect, you have to go ahead and use, then it's okay. But if you have bought the goods, used it, and now you want to go ahead and export, then, sir, please go ahead and get duty drawback. In this scenario, will not give you return of duty. Duty drawback as after use, you will go ahead and get under section number 74 too. So, sir, goods have not been worked out, repaired or used except when such use was indispensable to discover the defect. So, sir, if you go ahead and use it, Baba, go to duty drawback. No, after use. Next, but if you have gone ahead and imported some goods, you got the goods home, then you realize goods are defective or not in conformity, you can go ahead and talk to the officer and he will give you 100% duty returned. Returned is refund. Next, claim goods are identified to the specification of the SE or TC as the imported goods. He will go ahead and satisfy himself what you had imported. That same goods you are going ahead and telling are not as per specification. You should not be claiming duty drawback. Due to duty drawback also, you are taking return of duty, which is refund also. No, not possible. Both the thing they will not give you. I think beneficial beneficial is if goods are defective, not as per specification. Why will you take 98% DBK? You will take refund 100%. Then, sir, importer exports the goods. So, sir, goods are defective or not in conformity. Go ahead, export the goods back. They will go ahead and give you a duty return. Refund of duty will be given. Sir, or relinquishes his title to goods and abandons them to custom. Write a letter, give it to the custom, whatever duty you have paid. Under section number 23, when we had gone ahead and learned, that was you don't have to pay duty only. In this scenario, what we are learning is when you have already paid the duty, duty will be refunded to you. That is what is being told. Relinquish the title and abandon it to customs. Customs will go ahead and refund your duty. Sir, goods are destroyed or rendered commercially valueless. Goods are not in specification. Put one fire on the goods. They will go ahead and return your duty. They are telling goods are destroyed or rendered commercially valueless in the presence of the proper officer within a period of 30 days from the date of clearance under section number 47. Everyone, you got the goods. Imported goods not as per specification or they are defective. Do one thing, either send it back or leave it to the custom or destroy the goods within 30 days of the clearance order. Whatever duty you have paid, they will refund it to you. Proviso, 30 days can be extended by the principal commissioner or commissioner of custom up to further period of 3 months. And this section is not applicable. You can't say whatever duty I have paid, give my duty back. This guns I have got. Baba, offensive goods and etc. का case में refund of duty is not there. Section is not applicable to goods regarding which offense has been committed. You got AK-47s into India. You paid the duty. You are caught. Now they will send you to jail. Baba, return of duty etc. is not there. Then, sir, how will I go ahead and file an application? Application should be filed within 6 months from the relevant date. Sir, what do you mean by relevant date? Relevant date means if you are going to, what goods have come? Pineapple phone, export it back. The day you export it, run from the late export order, run within 6 months, apply for refund. Sir, in case goods are exported, then date of late export order, say within 6 months, I have to go ahead and apply for the refund of the import duty paid. Sir, I relinquish the title. The day you relinquish the title to customs, from that day, within 6 months, you have to go ahead and apply. So, sir, title is relinquished. Date of such relinquishment say you should go ahead and apply for refund within 6 months. Sir, goods are destroyed or made valueless. I've destroyed the goods. The day you destroy the goods, run within 6 months. You can go ahead and apply for refund of your import duty. Date of such destruction or rendering the goods commercially valueless. From that day, you should go ahead and apply within 6 months. Okay, sir. Got it. Next. Sir, no refund with respect to perishable goods and goods that have exceeded the shelf life. You went to the port, you saw your mangoes have become only seeds, and you're telling whatever duties I paid, please give me my duty. Refund, they will not give you. Always remember, if goods are perishable goods and goods which have goods whose shelf life is gone, after that there is no refund of duty. Got it? Next, section number 26 goes ahead and talks about refund of export duty. You exported the goods, you paid the export duty. Now goods have come returned. Sir, when you exported, you paid export duty. When goods have come returned, your duty will also be returned. Section number 26 provides for refund of duty paid at the time of exportation, subject to fulfillment of the following condition. Number 1, sir, goods are returned to this person, otherwise than by way of resale. I sold the goods to Mr. Ram, Mr. Peter in US. He returned the goods to me. Peter only returned the goods to me. In that scenario, there is no export pay. Whatever duty I had given, the export duty will be returned. Sir, goods are re-imported within a period of 1 year. I send the goods, I should re-export. Means return should happen within 1 year. Next, an application for such refund within 6 months from the date when proper officer makes a clearance order. You imported the goods. Once you re-import the goods, you export it. Now your goods have come back. Your goods have come back into India and you have got a clearance order. The day you get a clearance order, within 6 months, go ahead and file an application that, sir, when I exported, I paid export duty. Now goods have come back. Please return my export duty. That is what is being told over here. Section number 26, whatever duty you had paid at the time of export, if goods come back, then a post exportation within 6 months you can go ahead and file an application. Means after exportation you are given a clearance order. Once you are given a clearance order, file an application and whatever duty you had paid will be returned to you. Section number 28D goes ahead and says, sir, whenever you have gone ahead and paid any duty under custom, it will always be assumed that you have passed on the burden unless you go ahead and prove otherwise. Section number 28D, presumption that incidence of duty has been passed on to the buyer. Every person who has paid duty on any goods under this act shall, unless the contrary is proved by him, be deemed to have passed on the full incidence of the duty to the buyer. Always remember one thing, every person who has gone ahead, for an example, I imported some goods, I am the importer exporter, if I go ahead and apply for refund, they will always assume that I have passed on the burden unless I prove otherwise. Got it, sir. We are clear till here. Now there's two case laws which are there. Piramal Ray versus Customs. They are going ahead and telling, you know what happened? Piramal Ray ka case mein, Piramal Ray went ahead and imported some machine. On the machine, actually they went ahead and paid crores mein duty. For an example, I'm telling they paid duty in crores. But actually on the machine, because of the wrong classification, they paid the duty. On the machine, there was no duty only which was there. There was no duty. Duty was exempted. When there is no duty only, and you went ahead and paid an amount to the government, it is like you paid some money to the government by mistake. When you imported something on which there was no duty only, but still by mistake you paid 1 crore or 10 crore to the government. Later you realized after 2-3 years, oh no, I paid government ko some amount and that was not duty. Actually, because goods pay there was no duty only, but I paid government ko 10 crore rupees as duty. Baba, when you paid that amount, that was not duty only, and hence 1 year ka time limit is not applicable. In this scenario, the court went in and held Piramal Ray should be refunded because he went in and paid an amount to the government. Government, being the bailee who has got an amount from someone, should return the amount irrespective of any time limit. Period of 1 year for claiming or refund under section number 27 is not applicable in case when refund of amount paid on account of wrong classification of the imported goods. I classified the goods by mistake into 20% duty wala goods. Actually, those were exempted, sir. I paid some amount which I should not have paid, sir. Please give my amount back. Government will say, okay, what you had gone ahead. So court went ahead and told what you had actually gone ahead and paid was not duty only. And section number 27 ka 1 year is applicable only when it is duty. And in this scenario, Piramal Ray ka case mein they went ahead and held the amount should be refunded to Piramal Ray. Basically, in this scenario, the time limit of 1 year shall not be applicable. Got it, sir. Next. Sir, Priya Blue Industries Limited. Refund claim cannot be a substitute for an appeal. Person aggrieved with the assessment order cannot seek refund without filing an appeal against such order. Everyone, what happened over here? An assessment order was passed. Now, against the assessment order, you should go for an appeal within 60 days. Now, what happened? For an example, this Priya Blue Industries, they did not go for an appeal. Once the time limit for appeal went off, now what they went ahead and did, against the assessment order, whatever amount was there which they have paid extra in the assessment order, they went ahead and applied for a refund. They are going ahead and telling, sir, refund claim cannot be substitute for an appeal. If reassessment order was passed, whatever amount was told in the reassessment order, you have paid to the government. Now, if you want a refund, first you have to go for an appeal. Only once the appellate authority goes ahead and gives an order in favor of you, you can go ahead and apply for a refund. Just because a reassessment order was passed, you paid the duty. Now you are telling appeal ka time limit is gone, but I'll go ahead and apply for refund. No. Refund claim cannot be substitute for an appeal. Person is aggrieved by an assessment order. Whatever extra you have paid, no. Because of the reassessment order, you paid an amount as duty. No. Now, if you want to go against it, first go for an appeal. Appeal comes in your favor, then apply for a refund. It says person aggrieved with assessment order cannot seek refund without filing an appeal against such order. And time to file an appeal is always 60 days. Got it, sir. We are all clear till here. We are done with your chapter of refunds over here, everyone. In the next class, we will be going ahead and discussing the chapter of customs, import of goods at concessional rate of duty.